back. You know, as an educational institution, it's important for the Grand Rapids Public Museum to host exhibits that are relevant to today's events. That's why Outbreak, Epidemics in a Connected World will debut this Saturday. Here to tell us more about the upcoming exhibit, our good friend Christy Bender. Hi, Christy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thanks for asking. Let's talk about Outbreak, Epidemics in a Connected World, and when it's opening. It's this Saturday, correct?
Yes, so this Saturday, August 1st, this exhibit will be a part of that general admission experience at the museum.
That's great to know, no extra cost. Now, this basically highlights pathogens, outbreaks from human, animal, environmental, and how they're all connected, correct? And how are you going to display that? How does this exhibit do that?
Absolutely. So like you said, this exhibit really explores those emerging infectious diseases and pandemics, which of course is very timely to what we've all been going through globally right now. And so, of course, there'll be information about COVID-19, really helping to look at the scientific information that's out there and helping us as a community understand what's going on and how we can protect ourselves. This exhibit does also explore other outbreaks such as Zika, Ebola, influenza, all of these things that have occurred throughout history and are likely to have other outbreaks in the future again.
Now, a lot of people consider going out to the museum just a day of fun. But I mean, you are an educational institution. Speak to that and how important it is that this public resource offers this information.
Absolutely. We've been a part of the community for over 160 years, and part of that is really being that education cornerstone. So we're here to provide information on history, science, and culture, and really tying in, that science to what's happening in the world around us. We want to be a place where the community can come and explore and learn more and really spark their curiosity. But sometimes those topics are a little more hard-hitting or maybe not as fun to learn about, especially as it affects all of us, but just as important for us to have that information to learn more.
I can see for parents like myself and many others, it'd be a great resource to use to have that conversation with your children. And it's not only, this national exhibit, the Smithsonian exhibit that's coming to our museum, you're also including a lot of local stories. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, so we've been actively collecting during this pandemic and the stay-at-home orders from our community. We want the community to tell their story of what their lives look like day to day, what's changed, and how they're coping with it, really. We've been collecting stories, photographs, videos, text, and we're going to include a lot of that in this exhibit so we can see how other people in the community are reacting during this time. That collecting is still open, and if you are interested in sharing your story with us, you can do that on the museum's website, grpm.org.
That was my next question. If you've been affected by the pandemic, as most of us have been, and you want to share your story, you can still do that by going to grpm.org. Now, tickets, getting into the museum, is it a timed thing? Is it tickets in advance only? How does this work these days?
We do require tickets purchased in advance, so you can go onto the museum's website, again, grpm.org, and get your tickets ahead of time. It helps ensure that we have contactless entry and that we're really keeping the museum a low-risk environment. This is part of general admission, so that you can just get your tickets. And a reminder for our Kent County residents, children 17 and under in Kent County are free general admission every day at the museum. So it is affordable for you and your family to visit.
Absolutely. And as you just heard Christy remind you, this is included in your admission, and Kent County residents 17 and under are absolutely free. Grand Rapids Public Museum's new exhibit, Outbreak, opening August 1st, that's this Saturday. Advance ticket purchase required at grpm.org, and the phone number is right there on your screen. Christy, thanks so much for joining us.